Hello, my name is Dan Hoover, and I live in the Boston area with my wife Peggy. And today I want to share with you my experiences with Golden Healings and Tina Bechet. Tina is a shamanic healer, and she has recently helped me. I don't know much about what she does, and I don't know much about energy healing. I haven't explored it until I met Tina. But I was introduced to her because I overheard my wife talking to one of her friends about Tina's services. And when she hung up the phone, I quickly asked her about it. And the reason I did was that I had been feeling for quite some time just a little bit in a slump, a little bit stuck, a little bit off, for lack of a better word. And the way I would describe that is I'm an entrepreneur. My business wasn't progressing the way I'd hoped it had. I wanted to improve my health, so I set a plan to go to the gym every day and work out. I wasn't going to the gym. I decided that I wanted to eat healthier foods. I wasn't eating healthier foods. Some of my relationships were a little bit strained, and it's not like me to have strained relationships. So I was just not, the best way to describe it, I wasn't feeling myself. So when I went to goldenhealings.com, Tina's website, and read up about it, I quickly realized that maybe this is something that could help me. I thought I'd give it a try. So I talked to Tina, gave her permission to check in on the status of my energy, and talked to my spirit guides, as you'll learn if you study this. And she came back and said that I needed 4 energy sessions. So I did that. Readily. I mean, I signed up for it to do it immediately. The price was right. It wasn't hard. She does distant healing. So I was in my home here in Boston. I was in this room, and she was in Toronto, I assume in her home, and it takes like a half an hour. So what do you got to lose? It wasn't a bad deal. So I tried it, and I was just amazed by the results. Nothing happened during the session for me. I didn't feel anything. Some people do. I didn't feel anything. But afterwards, I went outside to just kind of integrate with Mother Nature and my healing session, as Tina describes it. And then I received pretty quickly an email from her outlining what she experienced in the session and what she learned and what was done for me. And there were things described in there that about me, about my life, about my past, that were definitely true, and I had never shared with Tina. So that amazed me right away. But then almost immediately I was overcome with this immense gratitude. Just a feeling almost euphoric. Just felt great. I mean, I just felt so happy. And it was a Friday afternoon, and that evening I went to a sporting event. My daughter was playing volleyball at another school. And I had to walk the distance of a football field through a crowd of young folks all the way up to grandparents watching their kids play. And it was surreal, but I felt connected to every one of those people. Everybody was happy. I was happy. I was feeling great. It felt like they were moving in slow motion. Now I say it felt like. I stopped and looked. They weren't moving in slow motion. But it's just a feeling that I had, this connectedness, this oneness. I felt like I could relate to everybody there just by looking at them. But it was a very cool experience, and I've had several experiences like that after sessions with Tina. And every day I've actually felt a little bit better, more grounded, calmer. I'm working out. I'm eating better. My business is doing better. A lot of things that have shifted is the word that comes to mind. But it shifted back to I feel more like me. I feel more like myself. And that's the best way I can describe it. So I think this is really great. It was a great thing. I enjoyed it. I've done 4 sessions with her. It's been a while since I finished my last session, several weeks, but I still feel a little bit better every day. And I attribute that to what Golden Healings and Tina has done for me. I really do. So I've recommended this to my friends, many of my friends, at least 10, 12. Many of them I've talked to who have actually gone through sessions with Tina. They had the same results. They had remarkable stories. They feel better. I haven't had anybody call me and say there was a problem. So if you're considering doing this, my recommendation, go to www.goldenhealings.com, read up about it a little bit, And if you have any inclination to follow through in this, reach out to Tina and talk to her. Find out what it is she recommends that you have done. That doesn't cost you anything. And she's very easy to talk to. So I say just do that. And if you go forward and have some healing sessions, I believe you will not regret it. It's been really good for both myself and my wife, Peggy. We highly recommend it to everybody. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen today, listen to my story. And if it helps you, nothing would give me more pleasure. Thank you. Have a great day.